Dear students, today we discuss about the second law of thermodynamics. That means precisely the second statement of the second law of thermodynamics. So that is known as the Clausius statement. So after completing this section, you will be able to define the Clausius statement and you can explain the Clausius statement. So before going to the explanation, so first think a situation. You are traveling to a particular place. Then while traveling, you feel thirsty. Then at that particular moment, you will go to some particular shop. Then ask for one bottle of water. Then they will give some option. You need hot water. So most of the cases you will prefer the cold water. So why? Because you need to overcome your thirst. So we prefer the cold water. So you ever think about what is the principle about why you are getting the cold water? That means you know that the cold water is getting from the refrigerator. That means you put the bottle of water in the refrigerator. Then after some time it will cold. Then what is the basic principle behind the refrigerator? So it is the Clausius statement. So this precisely says that the Clausius statement is the basic principle behind the refrigerator. So what is the Clausius statement? The Clausius statement says that it is impossible to construct a device. It is impossible to construct a device operates on cyclic process, produce no effect than transfer heat from low temperature body to a high temperature body. So this is the definition. The main concept is that you can transfer the heat from a lower temperature body to high temperature body. So this can be easily explained by using one diagram. So before going to the diagram, first you familiar the thermal energy reservoirs. What is thermal energy reservoir? So thermal energy reservoirs are the bodies of infinite heat capacity. You can give any amount of heat to that particular thermal energy reservoir, then you can absorb the enormous amount of energy from that particular reservoir. So these are classified into source and sink. The source that you can absorb any kind of energy, the enormous amount of energy from the source, and you can give the enormous energy to the sink. The example of the source is the one example, single example is the sun. So you can absorb enormous energy from the sun. Then the second example is the atmosphere. So this is the examples of the thermal energy reservoir. So by using this thermal energy concept, thermal reservoir concept, you can explain the Clausius statement. So Clausius statement that it is impossible to transfer. It is impossible to transfer heat from a low temperature body. So this is a low temperature body. So we can call it as T1. That this is the high temperature body. We can call it as T2. So Clausius statement says it is impossible to transfer heat from a low temperature body to high temperature body. Then what is possible? In order to make possible of heat transfer from a low temperature body to high temperature body, you need an extra work. That means, so T1, this is T2. So you need certain amount of output work. You have to give work into the system. This is known as the refrigerator. So the closures say that it is impossible to transfer heat from low temperature body to high temperature body. That means you need to transfer. If you want to transfer heat from low temperature body to high temperature body, you need an external work. So that is the basic principles behind the refrigeration. So we all know about the refrigerator. In your domestic refrigerator, most of the cases you switch on the power, then the refrigerator is working. In real case, the compressor is working. The compressor needs a motor assistance. The motor plus compressor. The compressor is the heart behind all the refrigeration principle. So you need to provide some external work or extra work or output some extra work to the system. Then only you can transfer the heat from low temperature body to high temperature body. So this is the definition and the explanation of the closest law statement. Then next you have to identify the performance of this particular machine or this particular refrigerator. So here, this is the Q1 heat is transferred from the low temperature body. Then Q2 is the temperature of the high temperature body. The transfer Q1 amount from T1 to, then finally the T2 is the heat reached to the high temperature body. So you can write that Q2 is equal to Q1 plus W. That means Q1 plus W, which is Q2. Then you can write it as W is equal to Q2 minus Q1. So this is the work we have to given this particular machine or particular system to produce some refrigeration effect. Then we have to find out the performance is known as the coefficient of performance. The coefficient of performance is the refrigeration effect divided by the work. Here the refrigeration effect we have to transfer the heat from the low temperature body. That is equal to Q1 divided by the work is already we find out the expression for Q2 minus Q1. So this is the coefficient of performance. The coefficient of performance is equal to refrigeration effect by work input. The work input. So you can easily find out the expression for COP Q1 divided by Q2 minus Q1. Otherwise we can write in a temperature from T1 divided by T2 minus T1. So if you know the temperature, we can easily find out the coefficient of performance. So that's all about the today's class. Next class we will discuss about the problems, how to apply this particular principle in real life problem. Okay, thank you.